thing I do when I walk into a client's home is read the space. See, what is this room naturally designed for? What do you actually do here every day? Because real life, it doesn't look like Instagram. Real life looks like backpacks dropped in the entryway, groceries still in the bag, kids tossing shoes by the door, and Amazon boxes. Let me give you an example. I had a client whose kitchen island was completely covered in paper, bills, school forms, mail, magazines, you name it. They thought they had a clutter problem, but the truth was the island was functioning as their family command center. Once I recognized that, a filing tray system right there, and the clutter was gone in under 30 minutes. And to this day, they're still maintaining that clutter-free on their countertop. And if you're nodding your head because this sounds like your house, step is working with your habits. Let me be blunt. You cannot organize yourself into being a totally different person. That is never going to work. But you can work with the habits you have and create a system that works. So if your habit is dropping your bag on the counter, then we need a drop zone there. If your kids always kick their shoes off by the back door, then guess what? We're putting a basket or a shoe rack there. Your natural flow always. This is what I mean by designing for reality, not ideal. These solutions don't have to be expensive. You can set up a drop zone with a cardboard box, a $2 Dollar Tree bin, a beautiful basket from Container Store. It isn't about the product. It is about the system that is going to get you organized and keep you that way. Point number 3, eliminate daily friction. This one's huge. Organizing should remove annoyance from your daily life, not add to it. That's why I live by the 2-step rule. If it takes more than 2 steps to put something away, it won't last. Think about it. If you have to open a lid, then open a drawer, then find the right spot, that's simply too much. I'll tell you about a client whose kids never put away their toys. The mom had these adorable labeled boxes with lids. The problem? The kids had to pull down the box, open the lid, match the label, way too much friction. So we swapped the lids for open basket and picture labels, and suddenly cleanup took 30 seconds, and the child was actually playing with more of their toys. Again, Pinterest has a lot of beautiful inspiration, but it's not usually real life. So always go for function over pretty. For my client, it wasn't about the kids being lazy. It was because the system was too complicated and it just didn't work. When we simplified it, the child excelled at it and actually loved keeping the system. So let me know, what slows you down every day? Is it laundry piles, kitchen counters? Drop it in the comments. One of my favorite friction-free hacks, Lazy Susans. Have you used them? Oh my goodness. I picked up great ones from Target. Even Dollar Tree has some. They're great because there's no digging, no stacking, just spin and grab, and everything is right at your fingertips. Again, organization should be about creating an organized and efficient home, and that is what I like to help you do. So hit that button if you're enjoying this. Now we're going to number 4, all right? And that is build systems that maintain themselves. So pretty systems fail because they're not built for real life. My goal is to create a system that basically runs themselves on autopilot. Maintenance is the true test of organizing. Anyone can set up a picture perfect pantry for one day, but does it still work in 6 months? My clients do. That's what matters. Here's a quick example. I had a client who spent hundreds of dollars on matching glass jars for her pantry. It looked gorgeous, but her family hated refilling them. So guess what happened? The jar sat empty, the snacks piled up again. Her pantry went from Pinterest perfection to just a sore topic for her whole entire family. When they hired me, we swapped them for clear bins where you could drop the whole box in, and suddenly the pantry stayed neat without all the extra effort. So let me know in the comment section, have you tried that totally flopped? Share it in the comments. I promise we've all been there, and genuinely I want this to be a place where we all can learn and help each other. The point is, if a system requires too much work to maintain, it's gonna fail. Next point is, see tomorrow's success today. When I organize a space, I'm always thinking about the future you. Will this setup make tomorrow morning easier? Will it save you time when you're tired at night? That's the ripple effect of function first organizing. It doesn't just look good today, it makes your whole week smoother and your life less stressful, which is exactly what we all need.